Hello everyone, I am Rudunilna from class 7A. Today I am going to tell about the human evolution. According to the autogenesis theory of the origin of life, life is said to have originated from non-living organic matter. Several scientific theories have been put forward to explain this organic evolution. The fossil evidence clearly indicates the origin of man occurred in Central Asia, China, Java and India near Shivapatekas hills. Thus, the common ancestor of apes and man was Australopiticus. The next stage was Ramapitakas in hominid evolution. Both are hairy and walked like gorillas and chimpanzees. Few fossils of man-like bones have been discovered in Ethiopia and Tanzania. This reveal hominid features leading to the belief that around 3 to 4 Maya man-like primates walked in Eastern Africa. Evolution is a slow and continuous process whereby complex forms of life had emerged from simpler forms through millions of years. French biologist Jean-Baptiste de Lamarck came out with an evolutionary theory and proposed that the driving force behind this evolution was the inheritance of acquired characters. An English scientist, Charles Darwin, proposed another idea regarding the evolution of life known as the theory of natural selection or Darwinism. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Shona Shah of class 11B and today I would like to talk about Australopithecus and Ramapithecus.
Australopithecus. Australopithecus is a genus of extinct great apes from the middle late Miocene boundary of Europe 12.5 to 11.1 million years ago. The genus name Australopithecus comes from ancient Greek, drus meaning oak tree and pithekos meaning ape. The first Australopithecus fossils were described from the French Pyrenees by French paleontologist Edward Lartet in 1856, 3 years before Charles Darwin published his own On the Origin of Species. A male specimen was estimated to have weighed 44 kg in life. Australopithecus likely predominantly ate ripe fruit from trees, suggesting a degree of suspensory behavior to reach them, though the anatomy of a humerus and femur suggests a greater reliance on walking on all fours. The face was similar to gorillas, and males had longer canines than females, which is typically correlated with high levels of aggression. They lived in a seasonal paratropical climate and may have built up fat reserves for winter. European great apes likely went extinct during a drying and cooling trend in the late Miocene, which caused the retreat of warm climate forests. Ramapithecus. Ramapithecus is a genus of extinct apes. Fossil remains of animals now assigned to this genus, dated from 12.2 million years old in the Miocene, have been found since the 19th century in the Shivapatekas hills of the Indian subcontinent as well as in Kutch. The first incomplete specimens of Shivapatekas were found in northern India in the late 19th century. Shivapatekas was about 1.5 meters in body length, similar in size to a modern orangutan. In most respects, it would have resembled a chimpanzee, but its face was closer to that of an orangutan. The shape of its wrists and general body proportions suggest that it spent a significant amount of its life on the ground as well as in trees. It had large canine teeth and heavy molars, suggesting a diet of relatively tough foods such as seeds and savanna grasses. Thank you.
Hello everyone, myself Kueli Debnath from class 9A. Australopithecus, from Latin australis, southern, and ancient Greek ape, is a genus of early hominins that existed in Africa during the late Pliocene and early Pleistocene. The first Australopithecus specimen, the type specimen, was discovered in 1924 in a lime quarry by workers at Tong, South Africa. Australopithecines have 32 teeth like modern humans. Their molars were parallel like those of great apes, and they had a slight precanine gap diastema. Their canines were smaller like modern humans and with the teeth less interlocked than in previous hominins. In fact, in some Australopithecines, the canines are shaped more like incisors. The molars of Australopithecus fit together in much the same way those of humans do, with low crowns and four low, rounded curbs used for crushing. They have cutting edges on the crestus. Australopithecus species are thought to have eaten mainly fruits, vegetables, and tubers, and perhaps easy to catch animals such as small lizards. Homo habilis. Homo habilis, handyman, is an extinct species of archaic human from the early Pleistocene of East and South Africa about 2.31 million years ago to 1.65 million ago. The tooth rows of H. habilis were V-shaped as opposed to U-shaped in later Homo, and the mouth jutted outwards was prognathtic, though the face was flat from the nose up. Early hominins, including Homo habilis, are thought to have had thick body hair coverage like modern non-human apes because they appear to have inhabited colder regions and are thought to have had a less active lifestyle than presumed hairless post-Augustus species. Consequently, they probably required thick body hair to stay warm based on dental development rates. Homo habilis is assumed to have had an accelerated growth rate compared to modern humans, more like that of modern non-human apes.
Hello everyone, my name is Oshnik Sharkar, student of class 9 from Julian Day School, Ganganagar. Homo erectus, meaning upright man, is an extinct species of archaic humans from the Pleistocene, with its earliest occurrence about 2 million years ago. Homo erectus had a more modern gait and body proportions, and was the first human species to have exhibited a flat face, prominent nose, and possibly sparse body hair coverage. Though brain size certainly exceeds that of ancestor species, capacity varied widely depending on the population. In older populations, brain development seemed to cease early in childhood, suggesting that offsprings were largely self-sufficient at birth, thus limiting cognitive development through life. Homo erectus was an apex predator. Nonetheless, sites generally show consumption of medium to large animals such as bovines or elephants, and suggest the development of predatory behavior and coordinated hunting. Homo erectus is associated with the Acheulean stone tool industry and is postulated to have been the earliest human ancestor capable of using fire, hunting and gathering in coordinated groups, caring for injured or sick group members, and possibly seafaring and art, though examples of art are controversial and are otherwise rudimentary and few and far between. Homo sapiens neanderthalensis are an extinct species or subspecies of archaic humans who lived in Eurasia until about 40,000 years ago. While the cause of their extinction remains highly contested, demographic factors like small population size, inbreeding, and random fluctuations are considered likely causes. Homo sapiens Neanderthals are named after the Neanderthal Valley in which the first identified specimen was found. Neanderthals had a straightened chin, sloping forehead, and projecting nose, which also started somewhat higher on the face than in most modern humans. The Neanderthal skull is typically more elongated and less globular than that of most modern humans. Neanderthals may have been more active during dimmer light conditions rather than broad daylight, because they lived in regions with reduced daytime hours, hunted large game. Such predators typically hunt at night to enhance ambush tactics, and had large eyes and visual processing neural centers.
Hello everyone, I am Shrestha Das from class 9C of Julian Day School, Ganganagar. Today I would like to talk with you all about the Homo sapiens and about their fossils. So without any further ado, let's get started. Discovered in 1868, Homo sapiens fossilis was among the first fossils to be recognized as belonging to our own species, Homo sapiens. This famous fossil skull is from one of several modern human skeletons found at the famous rock shelter site at Cro-Magnon near the village of Les Aizes, France. Homo sapiens fossilis had powerful bodies which were usually heavy and solid with strong muscles. Unlike Neanderthals, which had slanted foreheads, the Homo sapiens fossilis had straight foreheads. like modern humans. Their faces were short and wide with a large chin. Their brains were slightly larger than the average humans is today. Like most early humans, the Homo Sapiens fossilis mostly hunted large animals. For example, they killed mammoths, cave bears, horses, and reindeer for food. They hunted with spears, javelins, and spear throwers. They also ate fruits from plants. The Homo sapiens fossilis were nomadic or semi-nomadic. This means that instead of living in just one place, they followed the migration of the animals they wanted to hunt. They may have built hunting camps for mammoth bones. Some of these camps were found in a village in Ukraine. They also made shelters from rocks, clay, tree branches, and animal skin, which is leather. Humans are the most abundant and widespread species of primate, characterized by bipedalism and large complex brains. This has enabled the development of advanced tools, culture, and language. All modern humans are classified into the species Homo sapiens, coined by Carl Linnaeus in his 18th century work Systema Naturae. The generic name Homo is a learned 18th century derivation from Latin homo, which refers to humans of either sex. The word human can refer to all members of the Homo genus. The name Homo sapiens means wise man or knowledgeable man. Most aspects of human physiology are closely homologous to corresponding aspects of animal physiology. Although in common usage it generally refers to Homo sapiens, the only extant species. The human body consists of the legs, the torso, the arms, the neck, and the head. Humans are omnivorous, capable of consuming a wide variety of plant and animal material. Human groups have adopted a range of diets from purely vegan to primarily carnivorous. In some cases, dietary restrictions in humans can lead to deficiency diseases. However, stable human groups have adapted to many dietary patterns through both genetic specialization and cultural conventions. To use nutritionally balanced food sources, the human diet is prominently reflected in human culture and has led to the development of food science.
I, Srishti Mishra of class 80, I deem it a great work and a privilege to propose the vote of thanks. First of all, we want to thank the Almighty for gifting us with the sense of recognition and understanding the world around us. We want to thank our Managing Trustee, Mrs. S.C. Broughton, and Chairman Sir, Mr. J.G. Broughton, for their continuous support. Special thanks to our Principal Sir, Mr. Bobby Baxter, Vice Principal Sir, Mr. Sayantan Mukherjee, and our Junior School Coordinator, Mrs. Cheryl Ande, for their continuous support and encouragement. We want to thank all the students of Julian Day School for participating in the magazine and our lovely audience. We want to thank all the parents and teachers for continuously supporting us. Thank you.